joined today by Nick Pollock, CEO of K2fly. Nick, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Intriguing name, doesn't really explain what the business does, but this is an established business with tier one customers. What's the stickiness? Why are these businesses gravitating to your product?
Okay, so first of all, it's a software business. So we sell software licenses on a recurring revenue model over 3 or 5 year contracts. But as you say, very likely to go well beyond that because of the stickiness of it. What's driving the take-up from these organisations, as you say, global tier 1 and tier 2 mining at the moment, is a couple of things. One is radical transparency, right? So a global, across all industries, where financiers, shareholders, regulators, mums and dads expect these companies to be accountable and transparent and do the right thing. And that's a trend that's across all industries. If we take that then to mining, which obviously I think if we're going to make the energy transition that we all know we need to do, mining is essential in that journey. We need, I think, something like over 300 new mines to be able to provide the critical minerals and battery minerals to drive wind turbines, electric cars, batteries, you name it. But there's a great lack of trust in mining at the moment globally. So we're by no means anti-mining. We work with our mining clients to help them put in off-the-shelf operational systems to manage their assets, and it's now less about mineral exploitation and mineral governance and tenure and stewardship, right? So our solutions help with that, and then also are very robust in terms of the governance and disclosure side of things. So we're seeing massive changes in not just regulation, but expectation. And in fact, the difference is becoming very opaque, and the impacts of getting that wrong, it doesn't matter if it's regulated law or not, or soft law, the impacts to your reputation are huge.
And you've seen rapid growth. The business is really excelling at the moment. As you say, tier 1, tier 2 resources companies really grabbing this product. Once you get it in, does it then expand across the business?
Yeah, so land and expand is fundamental strategy for us. So obviously with the tier 1 mining companies, we're talking about multiple commodities, multiple sites, et cetera, et cetera. So you know, our most, we tend to sort of enter either through what we call mineral resource governance or natural resource governance, both of which sit under resource governance, which is our space, and you know, demonstrate value in one of those solutions. And we have a number of customers now that are moving across those different solutions. So yeah, there's a tremendous amount of white space from it. So you know, one thing that investors need to look out for is, you know, oh, well, they've got BHP or they've got Rio. Well, yeah, we have, but not necessarily in every area of every solution that we have. We have 10 solutions. And so we've got a long way to go to sort of spread out. Some of those solutions are corporate from day one, some are at the ops.
Looking at the key metrics, what you measure as success, how are you performing?
Okay, so key metrics for us as a software business, as a SaaS software business, is annual recurring revenue. So that's grown at a CAGR of 45% over the last few years, 3 years. So that currently sits at 7.5 million at the end of FY23. That's a 25% increase from the previous year. The year before that it was between up to 70%. So the FY23 was a big focus on bedding down a lot of the new solutions that we had with these new clients, delivering value to those clients, setting ourselves up for a big opportunity to scale in 24, as well as keeping our costs under control. So high growth, often high cost, managing those two elements really closely, putting things in place, being product led so that we can deliver quicker, faster, cheaper, and keeping the costs down. And we're sort of getting very, very close to that operating cash flow break even. So at the end of FY23, we were 600K short of that, which could have been one invoice, essentially was. So yeah, so they're the focuses for us.
Looking forward, what's the focus? What should investors be looking at as key milestones going forward as measuring your success?
Yes, well, of course, if it's investors we're talking to, it's got to be, and particularly at the moment, a lot of focus on break even. So that is very much in our target zone. So getting first of all to that operating cash flow break even, which we're very close to, and then obviously total break even. We continue to invest in the products because we see so much opportunity, and basically we can back that up and validate that by the constant announcements in and around new signings, new clients, other new names, or existing clients taking other modules or other products, right? So that validates us every day. We've just reinvested in the resource disclosure application, which we acquired 3 or 4 years ago, demonstrated there was a market for that, rebuilt it in order for it to scale, to take it to a much more global audience, including smaller players. So there's the cash flow side of things, there's the break-even side of things, there's the profit side of things, but then also as a product-led business, how do we continue to plough money back into our development cycle to be predictable, faster and cheaper and scale? So they're really, there's others, but they're the two key big ones.
And what about other markets? You're known for resources, but what about, is there adjacent opportunities?
Very much so. And when we talk about resource governance, it's not just resources governance, it's resource governance. So we believe that all resources are precious, on land, above land, below land, etc. And so on that natural resource governance side of things, there's a lot of opportunities. The original use case for some of our existing solutions came out of onshore oil and gas. Large landowners, and you look at what's happening now, again with energy transition, large tracts of land being acquired in order to deliver on solar farms, wind farms, hydrogen projects, all of which come with responsibilities of tenure, just like in a mining. Cultural heritage is just as important on a wind farm as it is on a mining company, right? Same with ag, big ag, same sorts of things. So we definitely see, and this year we've determined to sort of put specific resources to go after those adjacent markets, so watch this space. We're already seeing some good interest in that.
A well-established business, tier 1 clients, a global opportunity, expanding markets, expanding use within your clients, exciting times ahead for K2fly and its shareholders. Nick, thanks for your time.
My pleasure, thank you.